Money loves speed, but wealth loves time. So if money loves speed and wealth loves time, well, what is speed and what is time? Speed is when you see an opportunity and you act on the opportunity. It is the shortest distance between seeing and acting on an opportunity. The faster we can shorten this distance, the faster money moves.
You know what kills speed? Wasting time sitting on decisions when you should be acting on them right away. Because your company moves at the speed of its decisions. And you know what's a surefire way to make slow and shitty decisions? Forcing all the decisions to go through you. Yeah, but what if my team makes a dumb decision though? I'm not gonna let that happen. Okay, fair. So in this video, I'll show you the very simple framework that gets you and your team moving fast while not making dumb moves. It's called the 40 Framework for Decisions, and it's something I teach in my school community, the Expansive Manager. By sharing all the lessons I've learned while building my multi-million-dollar growth agency, Right Hook, I help founders and managers get the best out of the most unpredictable part of any business, people. Link in the description, go check it out. Okay, back to the 4Ds. So we're gonna decide how we decide based off of two criteria. How reversible is the decision and how consequential is the decision in terms of impact to the business or impact to the customer. Let's start real nice and easy. If the reversibility is high, and also it's low consequence. For these ones here, you want to be able to delegate because really anyone would be able to make that decision. And you want to be able to delegate that out to the people in your care, whether that's your direct reports or whoever it might be. Get them to decide immediately and then get them to come up with the plan, do the plan, check against that plan, and then adjust accordingly in terms of whether the outcome matched the plan or not. This is also a really great way to get your people to be more accountable because if you tell them, you know better, this is your area of work, right? You go decide, it's highly reversible and it's also low consequence. Go decide. You own the outcome of that decision. And now it's not a thing where your team comes to you, boss, I don't know, I'm not clear what to do here. You tell them exactly what to do. And if it goes right or wrong, now it's on you. They don't have any accountability whatsoever. So as you do this across time and you can start to ladder up what you give them to decide upon so that they can build trust with you, right? And they can also feel confidence and build up the confidence in themselves. Now you've got an accountability system in here also, and they're not coming to you all the time for every single last thing. And they can prove to you with this plan, do, check, adjust, that they are capable of getting delegated decisions. So you're not only delegating tasks anymore, you're actually delegating decisions and passing ownership through. Next up in the traffic light system, stuff that's a bit more hazy. Let's start up here. Low reversibility, but also low consequence. You can decide, right? You review the data, decide immediately, don't be wishy-washy about this, and then same thing. You come up with a plan, you do against that plan, you check whether the outcome of it matches what you originally intended, what you originally planned. So it's a bit of hypothesis testing, and then you can adjust accordingly because it's one, low consequence, and even though it's a low reversibility, that's why you be a bit more careful here. But even though it's low reversibility, you want to move fast in this area. And you have this as a counter check to making sure that you made a good decision there also. And you can continually learn from your decision making as well. Let's move over here. If it's high consequence, but also it's highly reversible, you still want to be able to move fast, possibly with just some debate. So what do? You review or gather some data, but don't take too much time with this. Just gather some data if you don't have sufficient, but really look at the data that you have. Ask yourself or bring in people to debate you, a counter view of what are the specific risks here and are there any risks here that I might not be seeing? Again, this is high consequence. That's why we're slowing down just slightly, but you want to decide carefully, but quickly because this isn't an area where we go up here just yet. And then you've got this. Again, you notice how this is a fallback for all of them. Plan, do, check, adjust. Come up with the plan, do against that plan, check whether it met what you expected to happen while you're planning, and then adjust accordingly. But don't be precious about it. Don't spend too much time there. And finally, we got this one over here where it is hard to reverse, and it's also highly consequential. It impacts the business, it impacts your customers, that is where you want to slow down and deliberate. Do tons of research, explore the possible scenarios that could come out of this. Involve the experts, involve the higher ups. In fact, you might even go, hey, this is way above my pay grade. I want to bring all of the information to you. I need your help to be the one to make the call, please, because of XYZ reasons, such as the possible scenarios. And also, I've quantified and evaluated the risks of getting this wrong. But you want to ask yourself the question also, like, what is the cost of delay? In fact, what is the cost of delay? You should be asking if you're finding that you're not moving fast enough as a team or even yourself to then go, should I really delay any of these here? That's why I want to give you this framework as a really easy way to think through what is the cost of delay here? Wait, I really shouldn't be delaying because the cost is super low. Let's go. If the cost is high, what is the cost exactly? We want to use this deliberation time to actually specifically list out what the cost could be. All right. And then decide carefully because, again, low reversibility and highly consequential. Let's talk about some gotchas because if you want to hand this over to your team and this one in here, there are going to be some gotchas. Let's talk about them right now. First one, just because you decide now does not mean that you have to do it now. You just have to make a clear decision and then peg it against the timeline based on your upcoming activity as a team. So you can put it down to the OKR for this quarter. You can put it down for next month. You can put it in the OKR for next quarter. But you have to make the decision, log the decision down, especially if you have a decision log, that'd be amazing to be able to log it down there. The decision's locked in, review later. That's how you can move fast and the decision's already locked in. You can also then do the planning between the decision being made and the actual doing itself. Now, if you need quality control, if you're delegating something and you don't have that trust just yet, real simple, get them to share the plan first. Then the plan comes to you. It's packaged up with what their plan is, how they plan to do it, what they're going to check against, and based on their check, what will they likely adjust. Now you can then go, okay, approved, off you go. But good job coming up with the decision. Or you can be a thought partner and coach them through coming up with the decision as well. But you want to make sure that they own it. If you need quality control against yourself, then escalate that up. Share your plan with whoever manages you, whether your boss or whether that's on the executive level, and go, this is my plan. This is what I'm thinking. I've done all this stuff in here. Please review it with me. I need a thought partner. That's why these two are there. And if it impacts multiple doers, that's another one where you can share the plan first as well. All right, I've come up with a decision. This is what the plan is going to look like. Based off of this, start doing risk assessment, or what do we need to do to make this happen? You can leap into action so much faster in that type of way. And it clearly shows that you've thought through what it looks like. The speed really matters. This framework is right here for you to be able to use. Take a screenshot if you want. Use this framework. Go move faster. I'll be dropping more videos to arm you with the mindset and the methods to build a killer team. So if you've got something you need help around, let me know in the comments. I'll go make a video about it. And of course, like and subscribe if you want more of my stuff.